Welcome back to CBS This Morning. We begin with this. The family of a 13-year-old boy with autism is demanding answers after a Utah police officer shot him several times. Newly released body cam footage shows the moments before the shooting. This happened in the town of Glendale earlier this month. Lyndon Cameron's mother called police to help calm the situation and get him some help. There are now 3 investigations underway looking into this shooting. Jamie Yuccas has the story for us, including that video, which we have to warn you is difficult to watch.
Get on the ground!
This was the violent result after Lyndon Cameron's mother called police to request help for her 13-year-old son who has autism.
Hey, show me your hands! Show me your hands! I don't feel good. Show me your hands!
The officer fired 11 shots. Bullets tore through Lyndon's shoulder, both ankles, intestines, and bladder, but he survived.
Come on, Mom, I love him.
He was running away. He was running away.
His mother, Golda Barton, had called 911 earlier, saying her son was having a mental breakdown, and she needed help getting him to the hospital. She asked for a crisis intervention officer.
My son has severe, he does not like cops at all. And so that's why we need a mental health worker.
Instead, 4 police officers arrived on scene. Barton told them her son may have had access to a BB gun or prop gun, but she didn't believe he had it on him.
I don't believe it's a real gun. I don't believe it's a real gun.
So unfortunately, we have to kind of treat them all as if they are.
I know.
Stop! Get on the ground! Knock it off!
Officers confronted him in his backyard, and he ran. His mother had warned the officers that her son feared police because sheriff's deputies shot and killed her father in January.
I mean, he sees the badge and he automatically thinks, like, you're going to kill him. Or he has to defend himself in some way.
2 of the officers expressed concern about approaching him.
Honestly, we can call Sergeant and tell him the situation because I'm not about to get in a shooting because he's upset.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Police released the body camera footage Monday. Chief Mike Brown called for more resources to deal with the mental health crisis.
As a police department, we want to be partners with those who provide mental health services. As a community, we need to find a way forward.
He's a small child. Why don't you just tackle him? You are big police officers with massive amounts of resources. Come on, give me a break.
What was it like for you to watch that video?
The worst thing I've ever watched in my life.
His father, Michael Cameron, says his little buddy has a long road to recovery ahead of him.
He has a heart of gold. You know, even when he was a baby, he tried to do all the stuff I did. And he's definitely grown up to be an awesome young man.
How do you see being able to help him move on from this?
It's going to take a lot of work, I'm afraid, and you know, it's going to be tough for him.
The officer that fired the shots has been placed on administrative leave. That's per standard protocol. Salt Lake City police officers are required to go through a 40-hour course of instruction that covers mental health issues in relation to police work. At the press conference earlier this week, Chief Brown did not explain why the officer felt the need to fire at Lyndon. Anthony?
Jamie, thank you. Boy, that video is difficult to watch. A 13-year-old kid, and I'm wondering if 40 hours of mental health training is enough.
That doesn't cut it. That doesn't cut it.
Yeah, especially when you think how the family was calling for help, saying, look, he has issues.
Yes.
It's a toy gun. I understand why the officer said we can't take your word for it, but it didn't appear to see a gun there. And I don't understand why so many shots are fired at that moment. When he is a kid, I don't know why he's not tackled.
Look, police want to fight criminals. They don't want to be in that situation either. If I'm running a police union, I'd be saying, get us the mental health benefits or the help that we need for these situations.
Yeah, but I'm wondering sometimes if the police should say, we're not trained for this. This is not what we should be doing.
Exactly.
It's just a tragic situation.
Glad he survived, but as his dad said, it's a long road for him, for
with
sure.
a lot of injuries.